A strange and terrible wreck as Mark Martin was caught up in an accident in front of him off turn 4, spun down pit road, and caught the butt end of the opening of pit wall. You see Mark climbing from the car there, fortunately, because look where that car hit that wall just behind the driver's compartment. So this began. Mark had Kasey Kahne coming up from behind him, racing for the lead. Juan Pablo Montoya and Bobby Labonte were racing right in front of him in turn 4.
Yeah, and Mark had caught these cars. You can see Bobby Labonte looks like just loses it, gets loose with that car right up behind him there. But Mark had been there for a while, and you can see Mark spinning now. Not much you can do except hold on and lock the brakes as a driver at this point in time.
And right there, oh.
Yeah, I was lucky the crew members weren't injured there as well.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
That was coming onto pit road, and that's the 26.
He actually hit the wall.
Yeah,
hit the
inside wall of pit road.
Pit road wall.
Came off of turn 3. We can see tire tracks. See if, yeah, definitely sideways off 3.
It doesn't spin all the way out. That's why he ends up on pit road. Fortunately, he didn't hit the end of pit road, wall. You see how everybody's scattering. That's very dangerous.
They are making only air pressure adjustments to try to help him. Trouble on the track. Alan?
It's actually on pit road. Dale Jarrett is turned around and facing the wrong way on pit road. Marty, what's up there?
The team actually chose this pit stop because they had so much room, but this morning they met together and told DJ it was going to be very tough to get to pit road.
And we'll obviously find out more details on the situation as soon as it becomes available to us and pass it along to you.
Yeah, that's just too much rear brake in the car right there. Man, that's a scary situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at the jack.
Look at the jack, and they're going toward the, and the official just calmly, but look at the damage to the right front.
That's from hitting the
wall,
get into the wall there, yeah.
That's how much this car is wicked for Mark Martin. They've got to make the changes. Dave.
Trouble on pit road for Elliott Sadler.
This car was actually on fire for a second.
Damage on the front of the 19 car. They come out to him, and he's still sitting there. Here's the 14 car. Tony Stewart getting repaired. Jimmy Johnson down and away.
Now, one thing that could have happened with that collision was that Montoya pulled in off the racetrack and tried to pull behind the wall. Could have created a log jam and all these cars trying to come down pit road.
Now watch the move.
Not sure of exactly how this happened. You see Montoya there. Well, actually, it's not even part of it. It's just a stack up there with the 96.
Yeah, but Menard, Sorensen, Sadler, and Waltrip. That's the chain reaction there on pit road, and Elliott Sadler got the worst damage.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw this 19 car on fire and then saw this 42 pull into the garage. I thought maybe he caused it, but he was no part of it at all.
Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Michael Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, your top 5 coming in.
Oh, trouble! Jeff Gordon!
Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip tangling. Gordon trying to go through Waltrip's pit to his stall, Bill.
Yeah, a lot of confusion down here now. Jeff Gordon trying to back out of the way. This pit stall down here is a very, very tight one. Gordon is away, Waltrip's away. They continue to work on the 48.
Check it out. Michael Waltrip's in front of Jeff Gordon, and his pit is the second one. He's got to go around Jimmy Johnson. And Jeff tried to...
Whoa! Oh, man, look at the 48 guys right up on the hood of Jeff Gordon's car. Man.
Jackman got it. Clipped. Tire changer and tire carrier up over the hood of the 24. Right sides for Keselowski. Oh, contact there as David Rudiman was just coming to his pit stall.
Back it up.
Brad Keselowski came in 10th. Don't know how much damage he got there. That's a pretty good lick, though.
Greg Biffle, bottom right of your screen, 2 tires for him. No changes to the car. Matt Kenseth also 2 tires. Kenseth will win the race off pit road, and there's a problem on pit road, Adam.
Something we saw in February. Brad Keselowski and Ryan Newman getting together on pit road. This is a tight place when you put them all there together. It's Kasey Kahne in the 5 car.
Oh, Gordon got into Newman and turned him into the 5 car.
What's this? Oh, that's dangerous. Very dangerous. And one of the 2 cars' crewmen did go down, but he appeared to get up okay.
And it's a good thing they were on the left side already, or that could have been a ton worse.
Just barely clips Newman. And as you see it sends him across. And look at those officials.
They were on the right side. They got out of the way.
Yeah, they did a great job there. Yeah. And you see the tire changer there on the ground. Those guys are very blessed.
And that is a good point. To Jeff's point, NASCAR is scanning all of these drivers. It's not just the safety workers that they listen to as far as if the racetrack is back in raceable condition. They're going to listen to the drivers, and if somebody had a complaint, it would make a difference. And you see,
crash coming onto pit road. Kyle Larson, late decision, wanted to come to pit road. Kyle Busch looked like he was going to come off of pit road. They hit.
And Kyle was going. He was going to fake like he was coming on pit road, and he turned right to get on the racetrack. And Kyle Larson had the exact opposite idea, and they collided.
Kyle Larson looks like he's going to stay out. Kyle Busch decides to come in.
Well, then Kyle Busch changed his mind, took a hard right to go back on the racetrack at the same time that Kyle Larson decided to take a hard left and come to pit road.
Confusion getting onto pit road. Kyle Larson wouldn't have made it. He was already past the cone.
Wallace just had a great stop. A little bit over 18 seconds. He has beaten Earnhardt out of pit road. Jeremy Mayfield will follow Earnhardt down the 18. Trouble on pit road. Dale Jarrett spinning on
we have another one.
More cars spinning. Trouble on pit road.
Jeff Bodine hit Dale Jarrett coming down pit road. Jarrett was coming out of his pits. Bodine headed into his.
Ward Burton also got tagged and turned around in pit stall. You see him trying to get straight again.
Okay, we see the driver. There's Jeff Gordon leaving the pits. Here comes Dale Jarrett right here coming out of the pits. And back there is, he hits, see Jeff Bodine was coming into the pits. He didn't, apparently the spotter didn't tell him another car was on the outside, so he went right out into Jeff Bodine, spun Jarrett down to the inside.
And coming into the pits, Jeff Burton coming into his pit stall had to spin out to miss Jarrett.
I'm going to make a prediction. He was looking at the wreck and almost overshot his pits and slammed the brakes on and almost spun out. That's what Jeff Burton looked like he did. See right there. He got tagged. I seen something hit him there on the left rear corner.
Still out on the racetrack, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. maybe trying to use a little strategy here, hoping that a caution may come out and catch.
He's got to get it, Rick. He's got to get it. There's a car in the barrels on the entrance of pit road. Much like you pointed out, Jeff, it's so difficult. Jeffrey Earnhardt was trying to get slowed down. He had to get on the asphalt too soon, lost grip, spun around, and backed into those barrels. You see right here, Jeffrey Earnhardt is just committed, but going too fast. Can't control the race car. Spins around. And as you mentioned, damaged those barrels, rolled one barrel, tipped it over, and put it basically onto pit road.
You just have to have those barrels there. You can't have the blunt end of a wall. Obviously, if a car hit the end of that wall, that's very, very dangerous. So they just have to stop and fix that.
And Ryan Flores, the front tire changer, he's up on the wall waiting for the 12 to come to a stop.
Crash! Ryan Preece piled into the 52. BJ McCloud turned it around on pit road. We are still green.
Yeah, but I don't see how Ryan Preece is even going to make it back around.
No, that's
heavy damage to the nose.
He's got oil coming out there.
What a shame. And now fluid debris has put us under caution. And Preece makes the cut.
Yikes. I think he had his eyes on the 12 of Blaney trying to clear him and just did not realize that BJ McCloud was turning into his pit stall right there.
One lane. Outside. Clear to the grass.
McCloud about stopped.
You don't get a better view than that.
Jeff Gordon getting 4 tires, a fast stop, no chassis adjustment, just a little tight. He also got a fresh drain.
Trouble on pit road, my goodness. Ward Burton has gone through Ricky Rudd's pit crew after contact leaving his stall.
Oh my gosh.
Ward Burton coming out of his stall. He and Casey Atwood hit.
And he got about 3 guys, it looks like, maybe and the NASCAR official. The official goes up on the hood and rides the 22 car, and Ward wisely stopped. Thank goodness he did.
Kurt Busch said the adjustments on the last stop did not help. This time 2 tires, Matt.
Right side tires only for Kyle Busch.
Crash.
Crash with the 12.
Kyle Busch coming out of his pit. Brad Keselowski trying to get in. And this is after Kyle almost had a collision with another car trying to get out of his pit stall. Matt's right there.
And the steering wheel, he says, is knocked out. They've got to get the toe sticks out, Mike. Big issues for leader Kyle Busch as well as the 12 of Brad Keselowski. There was also a close call, like you mentioned, with the 43 of Allmendinger.
There's the first close call.
Coming out around the Allmendinger car. Oh, that's a hard hit. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Oh, we got one moving into the, we saw this on pit road early. Kasey Kahne hits the inside wall and knocks it down. Saw some guys' helmets that were sitting up there. So a problem with Kasey Kahne's car. Goes onto pit road and the caution's out.
It's coming off turn 3, approaching the front straightaway. You can see Kasey's all by himself, gets loose. Same thing we saw with Jeff Burton the other day, almost in the same tread marks. Can't get the car all the way spun out. Now I'll be honest with you, he's long for the ride, trying to keep from hitting the inside wall, but there's just no stopping it at this point.
And as you mentioned, 2 days in a row now we have seen something similar to this.